It was our pleasure to meet up with Jim Marrs again, though you'll have to forgive our joint head colds at the time of recording. In this interview, we spoke of a dark agenda that has been perpetrated against the people of the world in the form of Marxism and Nazism, namely that the same entities that control most of the world and monetary affairs created both of these political movements. And Jim says that the same agendas are being played out in America at this very moment.
Well, the big problem with communism is it threatened to get out of hand. There was Workers of the World Unite, and there were strong communist parties growing in Italy, France, even in America back in the 20s. So these internationalists, these globalists, these New World Order bunch, this bloodline moneyed elite grew fearful. And they said, we got to stop spreading communism, because they didn't want one world communism, because then you couldn't play one country off against another, okay, for profit and control. So what they do, they reached into Germany, because Germany, sitting right here in the middle of Europe, and here's Russia, was really the only country that was in a position to try to stop the spread out of the Soviet Union. And they found a German army intelligence agent, a very low-level guy, who was reporting back to his captain, and he said, I found a little splinter political party here called the German Workers' Party. He said, I think you guys are going to like them. They think we were stabbed in the back in World War I, and they blame it all on the Jews, and they want to rearm, and they want to build a whole new, militarized Germany. So the German officers said, yeah, that sounds pretty good, and most of them were members of the secretive Stuhl Society, operating out of the Four Seasons Hotel there in Munich, and so they began to fund this army intelligence agent, whose name, of course, was Adolf Hitler, and he quickly changed the name to the National Socialist German Workers' Party. And in the German, the acronym of National Socialist was N-A-Z-I, Nazi. And that's where the Nazis came from. They are not National Socialists.
Again, funded by the same banking
families.
Funded
by the same people that created
America.
Marxist socialism in Russia. Okay. Now, the problem there is that Hitler and the Germans were a little bit too efficient, and they grew too powerful, too quick. And they were overrunning Europe. They were pushing into Russia. They were threatening Britain. And the main thing is that they offered a threat to the City of London, Wall Street control over the world economic situation. That's why Winston Churchill was quoted as saying, we have to destroy Germany. I don't care if a Jesuit priest is in charge.
You'll not want to miss this interview, as Jim shares with gusto the politics that are being hidden from public view. For the full interview, go to ConsciousMediaNetwork.com.